What's good? Yemi from Clean Designs. We want to talk about an important aspect in design, which is branding, but it's a subsection of branding, which is mockup. It's one of the aspect of design that we use in presenting our work to our clients. So, what is mockup? A mockup is just a simple representation of your projects to present to your clients. A simple representation of your project. It is not your project, it is a representation of how your project will look like, just to show your clients. That's what a mockup is all about. And I've noticed some misconception about mockup because I've seen a lot of creatives, a lot of designers use or abuse mockup, and it's not doesn't speak professional about you. So it's very important you know that um, you know how to use a mockup, not to abuse it. Because I'll see a lot of creatives, a mockup that is meant for a logo. They fix the logo and they put address, they put date, they put time, they put venue, just to advertise their business. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense. They abuse the use of logo, the use of mockup. So if you're going to be using the mockup, you should stick to the plan. If the mockup is just meant for displaying a logo, use it for displaying that logo. If it is meant for displaying a shirt design, use it for the shirt design. Don't just put anything on a logo on a mockup. Know what the mockup is being used for. Don't abuse the use of mockup. And um, we should know how to you represent mockup on on a design. If you're going to be using a vector logo, you need to get a vector logo on the mockup. Because there are some mockups that don't just allow anyhow logo. If you fix it on the logo, if you fix it on the mockup, it's going to cause the representation to not be effective. So you need to know the kind of logo you're going to use on the mockup. So we're going to be working on two mockups. I'm going to be showing you that one is for vector and one is for the normal logo. So let's go. All right. So a lot of designers might be asking what's a vector logo, a vectorized logo. A vectorized logo is just simply uh, uh, a logo that is made of lines, shape, um, uh, that when you stretch it, it doesn't lose its quality. Most of the time, it's a mathematical logo. I mean, there's no way I can represent or say to you. It's when you stretch it, it doesn't lose its quality, and most of the time they are uh, they are engraved. Let me use that word engraved. So that is the point I want to get. They are most of the time engraved, or they are engraved to make your logo look presentable. So now let's look at this. Now we have two simple logos. We have okay. So let's go. Now we know we're talking about vector logo and the normal logo. So um, we want to use uh, a logo as sample. This is Remo Stars logo. So we have the top logo, which is the normal logo, and we have the vectorized logo. You know, I told you that the vectorized logo most of the time is looks engraved. If you look at it, you look at the inner parts, you see that it's when I open, I've blended my lower layer, so it's showing the PNG format. If I close it, you see that it's covered the whole engraved area. Once I open it, the engraved layer shows again. So I'm going to be showing you what it's all about, the logos that you have to use for engraving, the engraving logo you have to use for your mockup, and the normal logo you have to use for your for your mockup. Now we have two mockup. We have one and we have two. So this first mockup is like an office setting. It's an office setting where the reception is staying. Why this one? It is a lamppost mockup. Now, mockup, like I said, is just to show your working of your design, how your design will look in real life. If you look at this, there are different kind of mockups. There's shirt mockup, just to show how your design will look like. There can be a shoe print, and you want to show your client how the logo will look like on the shoe. It's a mockup. So it's just to present. It's just like a dummy. Yeah, let me use that sample. It's just like a dummy. A mannequin. Yes, it's a mannequin. A mannequin. When you wear a clothes for a mannequin, the cloth doesn't. It doesn't mean that the cloth is for the mannequin. But what it implies is that this is a mannequin. You want to see how this cloth will look like on a mannequin, then it's going to fit your own body. Do you understand now? So now we have the lamppost and we have our office setting. Now we start with the office setting. Now I'm going to open my smart object. Excuse me. I'm going to open my smart object to place in the logo. So now we want to try the first logo. We want to try the normal layer logo. So Ctrl C and I place it in the smart object area. So now let's see what it will look like in an office setting. The office setting mockup. Let's see what it will look like using the normal logo. Remember, the normal logo is not engraved. So let's see how it's going to look like. So let's look at it. You can see it doesn't make sense. It's not engraved. It doesn't show the details of how the logo itself looks like. It's not showing the name of the team and it's not showing the icons. Now let's try the engraved logo. Now I Ctrl C the engraved logo. Now remember, we'll open our smart objects. Then we line this and Ctrl V. So let's see how it looks like. Let's see the outcome. Perfect, awesome. You can see now that it looks exactly like the logo. It has all the icons and the name of the club. That means an engraved logo will work very well for this kind of setting for a mock-up. Now let's look at the lamppost. Now for a lamppost, you can use any logo. You can use the normal logo, you can use the engraved logo, you can use the vectorized logo. So it goes also. So if we use it, let's look at it. Let's open the smart object. So if I Ctrl C and I Ctrl V on it, so let's see how it looks like. Awesome. It goes. Let's look at the vectorized one also. Let's see if it will go also. Now let's look at it. Perfect. We can see now that it's showing exactly everything. So your logo, you need to be very, very, very careful of the kind of logo you use for your mockup, so that you will not have issues If it means for you to engrave your logo, please take it to either CorelDRAW or Illustrator. Then you engrave out the logo, bring out all the important information that need to show on the logo before you mock it up. If not, your mockup will not work on your logo will not work on the mockup you are using. So know the kind of logo that works for your mockup. That is the most important thing to pick out of this class. Know the logo that works for your mockup so that you will not have issues giving the precise definition of what you want to explain to your clients. And also, for those that don't know the smart object, how to mock a logo or anything on a mockup, what you just need to do, once you open a mockup downloaded PSD file, you look for the smart object. This is the smart object. Like this one now, this one, they've put it there for you. Your design here is telling you that you put your design on this place. So you double click on the smart object. This small box beside the layer, on that layer is a smart object. Once you double click it, it opens. Then you put in your logo, then you exit. Once you exit, it brings you to the place, then it mocks it up on it. So that's how to mock up. And also, like I said in the beginning of the class, mock-up is just to show how your logo or whatever you're designing for your client is going to look like in a real life if it's going to use it. So it's not just you just carrying like an office mock-up now, something like this. You put information, put your address, put your social media handle, put everything on that. That is the wrong use of a mock-up. It's an awkward way of using mock-up. If you want to do all that, that is why you have a flyer. A flyer design is meant to do that. A flyer design has important information of a particular business. So you design a flyer instead, or you do a business card instead. So it's very important to know the do's and the don'ts of mock-ups so that you don't abuse it. Don't abuse the use of the mock-up so that it will make you look professional. Don't use mock-up for advertising a full flyer design. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't speak professional of you. So I hope with this class you'll be able to be enlightened about what mock-up really is all about. Subscribe to my channel and put on your post notification to get information about my next tutorial. Thank you. See you in the next class. God bless.